Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Fusion's Adventures. So, in our last episode, we found our first totem, the idol of Fusion09a. Probably really old from a dupe stash. And we also found this portal with some chests. Someone left some diamond gear here. We're not going to take it. We don't need it. We have better diamond gear. And we're going to continue on. But, cool. We successfully found something interesting in the last episode. We are at 146,000 blocks north and 50,000 blocks west. What will we find today? Besides mobs, because the sun is setting. Yeah, that's always exciting. Let's see if we can... Doesn't look like we can go around either. No. No, wait. Yeah, we can go around. Looks like we got some flesh there floating around. Zombies met their terrible end in the sunlight, and I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. It's going to happen again. I'm recording back-to-back episodes, so I'm still sick. All right. What will we find today? I'm hoping to find a base. Ruined base, active base, base abandoned. I don't care. Any type of base. It can even be a dirt hut. You know, that's fine. That's what I want to find today. Will we? Who knows? Anything's possible. Sorry if I sound a little stuffy. My nose is itching and everything else right now. And I constantly want to sneeze. I'm trying to sneeze again right now, and it's like, am I going to sneeze? There's a portal there. Portals are good signs. I mean, not for hidden bases, obviously, but for just remnants of civilization, portals are good. Come here, boat. Do we need you? Is it just a bunch more ocean? It is. Hi there, creeper. It's alright. He was alone, sad life. I just helped him on his journey to the next level. So does he go to creeper heaven or creeper hell? Which one exists? Not sure. I mean, I'd like to think creepers can be happy, right? They don't necessarily look evil. They have a bad habit of obviously exploding, but maybe that's their journey, right? You know, they're born, and then it's like, you know, their goal in life is to blow up because that will take them on their journey to the next life. Just hope there aren't criteria, because if the criteria is that they only move on if they also end some other entity's life because, you know, they need to transition or, you know, pay for the transition or whatever, right? Then, unfortunately, that one, he didn't move on. Geode sticking out of the ocean. I remember when that was a thing. It was the easiest way to find crystals, was to just go into a deep ocean and look for the geodes, because they were like this and there was nothing else in the ocean. And they would just stick out in the deep oceans really well. Ouch! I just got a claw in my belly from a cat climbing up on the chair. How rude. Now you're gonna stretch and stick your butt up in the air in the monitor in front of the monitor, huh? Oh, we got some water glitching going on as well. We're almost to the 150,000 mark, so I'm wondering if we're gonna hit like is that a portal? No, it's a cave just with sand hanging. But if we're gonna hit like a highway, what are the overworld highways? I mean, obviously there's the main north, south, east, west, and then the diagonals, and they only go out certain distances. A couple of them go out a couple 100,000 blocks. Most of them end before they even reach 100,000. But it's the nether that has the real highways. So even if there isn't a highway in the overworld, there's a highway in the nether that's out 100,000 blocks, equivalent to the overworld, and a highway that's out, you know, I don't know, maybe 150,000 blocks. So ring highway that goes around. I'm not sure. I haven't actually looked. I've seen the maps and stuff where it outlays and shows all the highways. I have a couple of the big maps at my base. I have the NOCOM map, and then I have the Nether Spawn map, which shows all the highways. But of course, those are small ones. They don't go out super far distances. So, but seeing as how we've come into a huge chunk of the yellow again, which is the 1.12 exploration, I'm assuming that there's probably another highway that equates to the 150K mark. And we're going to cross over it here any second. But we probably won't even see it unless there's a row of portals. Said any second, but we're still 500 blocks away. Looks like, oh no, we got some inlet anyways, but it looks like we're gonna have to get, oh. I see something player made. Awesome. It's been 3 episodes of nothing player made outside of nether portals and ender chests. We have a farm. Someone built a farm. There's no chests. I'd say it was an iron farm. Old style, because it has all the doors. There is a chest. It has all the doors. Okay, good for you. They were killing iron golems here for iron. Well. Because it used to be you had to have tons and tons of doors to get iron golems to spawn. There is a rail. I'm going to guess that there's going to be a base. Just because there is dark spots. Oh, no, there's torches all around. All right. Ooh. Oh, I got my skin changed, by the way. I finally got my original Fusionia skin on, the blue color. All right, so this one comes out to the iron farm, right? Yeah. So this one goes to the iron farm. That goes a long ways. And this one goes a long ways. Do I still have a minecart? No. But I can make one. Oh, but most of the tracks are not lit. Do I go west or north first? I'm going to go the west direction first. This is very old, so it's been found. And I know I'm probably not going to find anything, you know, massive. But I may find an old base. So I'm going to go west first. And then I'll have to remember I need to come back and go north because there was a track going north. Yeah, the rails are not active, unfortunately. There's, oh, look at that. There's a farm or something over here. And a bed up above and more stuff. Awesome, awesome. I'm not hopeful of finding anything drastically worth stuff, but it's still cool. But we found something old, 1.12 style. Another iron farm over here. Yep. I'm not expecting to find anything drastic. It looks like they had a tree farm here. Definitely a little tree farm. Okay. They were here for a while, but it doesn't look like they did tons. There's still that other north path too. This just kind of looks like they were building out. I know there's stuff up on the surface, but we'll get to it. Don't worry. Yeah, this is just a path that they were building. Okay, so that goes a long ways, but I want to go up first. See what's up here on the surface. More hoppers and stuff. Oh, look at that. We got a big base up here. What's left of it anyways. Oh, neat. No withers yet. Which is good. We got a dupe station here because you can tell that they were duping. Whether it was just a string duper or something else. I'll have to watch for withers, but neat. Oh, they even did the stuff out of the chimney to make it look like smoke. That was before, because campfires and stuff didn't exist. Keeping an eye out for withers, so we'll probably set a bed here since there is a bed. Oh, is that a banner? Oh, we may have a new banner that we can grab, maybe. All right, what do we got? Cool to see the ruins. Awesome build. 2023. RIP crystallizing. Sorry for your loss, Technixo. That's from 2018. Nice ruins. It's a shame that it got griefed. 2025. Someone was here. That's the story, though. That's what happens. That, you know, sometimes it's neat to find stuff that the traveler's backpack. Well, I'd say the traveler's backpack had better times. See, look at this. They had all kinds of buildings and stuff here. This was a whole little town. The Arcanum Fascinatio. But we should put our story here for sure. Leah's Dine and Sleep. See, this is really cool. All right, so we're gonna do this. So we're gonna put a banner here. We're gonna put a banner here. Can't spell. Can't spell at all. Oh, I don't like crooked signs. What is today? There we are. Alright, cool. Now we can explore the rest of this. Got some chests. There's probably nothing over here. We'll have to take around in free cam to take a look at all of this. Let's see. The market and the haven. I'm going to guess that the haven is the port. Furnace array. Never know, we might get lucky and someone left an elytra sitting here, right? Yep, this is the port. Oh, they were making a dry dock. We got another farm over there. Looks like a mob farm. But that's what this is. This is a dry dock, and they had a ship sitting in the dry dock. That's cool. I like it when people do that type of, you know, detail in their builds, right? This is going to be a mob farm. Never know, though. I want to check the chest because could be that random person that came along and left an elytra for a noob or something, that in case. I'd say the mob farm still works. There's a sword and an iron sword and a pickaxe. Okay. Well, we'll leave those there. Oh well, they just went down to the depths. There they are. Bones! We need the boat strings. We'll take the string in case we want to make more bundles. Alright. Cool, cool. Is this their path up? Yep. All right. Awesome. Now we got to go check out the rest. This place is big. We're going to spend the whole episode here. We got 10 more minutes, so... And we'll sleep at a bed here, too. Well, if you want to check out some neat ruins, now you can. You're going to get the complete tour, plus you can come here on your own. Please don't destroy it any further. Respect the builds. I say that, and I know that 99.9% of all people will. But then I also know that there's going to be that 0.0001 that won't. Got some neat architectural styles here. You can tell it's really old too because they're limited on the block types. So you don't have all the new block types and stuff. This is pretty much the palette right here. That's what they had. But it's amazing what you could do with just this, right? Alright, well, let's see what else we can find. Unfortunately, most of the places are destroyed, and so if they had signs and stuff indicating, you know, what they were, they've probably been, you know, destroyed, but it's like they never quite filled the center of this. Someone climbed up by hand, though. The dirt tower with some wood. We still got to check out the other path too for the rail. It probably goes to another farm, I would imagine. I don't know. Don't blow up, please. I keep forgetting I don't have an enchanted weapon yet, so it's like, why aren't you dying yet? Well, because we got it over here. I should let me find a spot to like potentially get away from the mobs. This is the baby zombie. All right, I'm safe. Let's come out into free cam here and take a look at the rest of this area. Definitely, you know, they had big plans, right? And they built up a lot and they were doing a lot of stuff, but like this here, they never finished what was going to go in here. This one a little bit they started working on. It looks like it's just an upper park, and then they had a little tower right here. And of course, down in here, they had this whole little mini village and stuff that was built out, which is really cool. And I like some of these little, like, they started digging these, like, little paths. Not sure what this was supposed to be, but let's see. I don't see anything else underneath. There's the farm we were at. Not quite sure what that is. That's the original farm. We're not that far away. This doesn't look like it goes anywhere, but we'll check it out, and then we'll check up there because there's that whole thing. Save me from walking up there, unless there's a chest to go look at or something. Looks like this was like a little, they had a god face here. This was like the little worship center. Maybe. Potentially. This is kind of neat. Look what they built out here, you know. And you can tell some of it, you know, they really built out. Limited on wood. You know, they've got oak and spruce. That's pretty much the build palette. This was the king's bedroom. It has been encased in obsidian. Someone built an obsidian casing around it. Had some sort of room in here. All kinds of things going on. This little tower, but not sure what they were going to do with it. It's been completely clobbered. There's the original farm of where I came from. It's not that far. Well, cool. All right. Well, I don't have to follow the rail, but I'll come over and I'll go out this way and meet up with the rail, the one that was going north. There's also the underground path that took off from the farm down, just right down there. Turn on our Fulbright again. Well, this was a cool find. I like finding stuff like this. This is neat. Sure, yeah, okay, we didn't get... It wasn't a stash. We didn't get any gear, you know, anything like that. Anything of value. But we left our mark. Which is a good accomplishment because, you know, look, we're 150,000 blocks out, and I traveled out here on foot. No elytra. No nether. I just walked the entire distance. Well, walked, boated, rode a minecart for a ways the wrong direction, and then back the right direction. Okay, there's nothing here. Okay, so the rail just goes right over there. Okay, that's just kind of what I wanted to look at, see if this rail goes anywhere. I would imagine it went to either a farm or a village, and they were transporting villagers. There's a village over here. They were transporting villagers. That's what the other rail's for. I didn't set a bed yet. It's almost the end of the episode. I'll have to make a bed, I guess. We'll make a bed here in one of the huts that has a door. You look good. All right. Let's stick down a crafting table. We need 3 pieces of wood. We got 1. 1, 2. We don't have to worry about phantoms, so. Okay, come here. Set a bed. There we go. We are ready to go for our next episode. Thank you for joining, everybody. We will see you in the next one. Take care.